Welcome back to For Real. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for the News Moto, where you get to watch footage of a ride in Cambodia, and I update you on the news of the week. We're going to alternate between Jeremy's rides and guest rides from other channels when we have them, but this week it's Jeremy's turn. Today's ride takes us to one of my favourite areas in Siem Reap, and we are out near the Bakong temples to the east of town. The villages out there are very pretty, and it's a gorgeous area. We even pass a tiny Angkorian ruin. Look out for it about halfway through. At For Real, we donate all the money we earn from YouTube to charities in Cambodia. Here is the total we've donated so far. Simply watching our videos helps us to earn this money, so your time here on our channel directly helps people in Cambodia. Please subscribe if you haven't already. There's a tiny little button in the bottom right of the screen where you can do it right now. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of March, and in this episode we will see which famous landmarks are left in the shade by the incredible Angkor Wat. We'll look at some cases of people behaving badly, including 2 teachers and a foreigner. We will fill you in on the priceless antiquities returned recently to Cambodia, and we will tell you the tale of the Singaporean actress who left Cambodia with a spooky new follower. Angkor Wat has been voted the world's best place to see the sunrise, beating rivals with double the amount of votes. Angkor Wat topped a poll conducted by morninglife.co.uk, which gathered data from TripAdvisor reviews to find the places with the highest number of sunrise or sunset mentions from around the world. Angkor Wat received 10,404 votes, which is more than double the number of votes compared to any other attraction in the world. You might be wondering about the other 9 places in the list. So at number 2, there was the Haleakala Crater in United States, the Taj Mahal in India, the Borobudur Temple in Indonesia, Uluru in Australia, Sarangkot in Nepal, the Bagan Temples in Myanmar, Adams Peak in Sri Lanka, Charles Bridge in the Czech Republic, and Machu Picchu in Peru. Out of that list, we have only been to one other sunrise. Which one do you think it was? Which ones have you visited in that list? Students and staff at a high school in Svay Rieng have protested over the principal's $10 garden fee. Teachers, parents and pupils have called for the removal of the high school principal after he demanded that students pay $10 each towards a garden. Staff and students erupted in protest over the additional fee which, they say, should have been adequately covered by the existing school budget. A letter sent to the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports asked for the removal of the principal over his garden fee. 54 out of the 98 teachers at the school have signed a letter requesting the removal of the principal. A biology teacher stated that the extra fee was unacceptable to parents and guardians of students. The teacher said the budget allocated 60 million rial for motorcycles and 7 million rial for stalls per year, so there were 67 million rial a year to develop the school. Hopefully this problem can be nipped in the bud and not grow out of control. The teacher in this next story has got herself into a very sticky situation. A primary school teacher landed in a sticky situation for making quick money by forcing students to buy cakes from her in lieu of extra classes. The teacher's misconduct came to light after she began punishing disobedient students of a primary school in Aceh province. According to parents and teachers of the primary school, the teacher deliberately avoided teaching the students in the school and asked them to attend her part-time classes, where students were forced to buy cakes from her. That sounds a lot like a story Jeremy might make up to justify buying cake. A teacher at the school said yesterday that the teacher is alleged to have discriminated against students and beat them with a stick, causing severe injuries and also an alarming rise in childhood diabetes. One of the other teachers at the school said that no one dared to complain because of the silent support that teacher was receiving from the school principal that allowed her to continue her bad behaviour against the students. Apparently, the teacher has also bribed students to keep quiet about her violence with $5 to $10. The mother of a second-grade student, who has asked not to be named, said that the teacher had beaten her children, injuring her son. A team has been ordered to question the students and parents and hopefully find the sweet, sweet justice. In a shocking story, a Takeo pig farmer is in negotiation with his electrical company after receiving a staggering $13,638 monthly electricity bill. The farmer said he believes that the bill is incorrect, but he does have his aircon on most nights. He is also concerned about frequent power cuts, which he says are harmful to his porky pals. The operator of electricity enterprise Ancor has confirmed that the enterprise is looking for a solution to save his bacon. Hopefully the individual in this next story will be deported after his disgusting behaviour. The man was arrested by police after he smashed a delivery driver's head into a car windshield. His reason for doing this? His delivery of wine was late. The incident happened in front of a Phnom Penh condo building. According to shocked onlookers, the man, described as a foreigner, and not one of the foreign national variety, had purchased 10 bottles of wine and arranged for them to be delivered to the condo. On receipt of the delivery, the man lost his temper, claiming that the delivery was several minutes late, and then he attacked the delivery driver, smashing his head into a nearby car windscreen. The driver sustained injuries to his face during the attack. After the incident, local authorities arrived and took the man and the courier to the administrative police station for further investigation. The perpetrator then agreed to pay damages to the victim. Customised tuk-tuks have become a feature of Phnom Penh's busy streets. However, the governor of Phnom Penh has ordered a crackdown of tuk-tuks that are equipped with incorrect lighting, inappropriate signage, and loudspeakers. Following instructions from the Board of Governors of Phnom Penh, police have been instructed to stop all types of vehicles that are equipped with the wrong lighting technology or have inappropriate decoration. 18 tuk-tuks have been detained so far. One of the detained tuk-tuk drivers said that, in the past, tuk-tuk drivers decorated their vehicles for fun without knowing that the decorations were illegal. After being educated by the authorities, they promised to stop decorating in a way that was not technically correct, and to help spread the word about incorrect lighting, inappropriate signage, and loudspeakers. Because this was their first offence, the drivers will merely have to sign a contract and undergo education. However, if they reoffend, they will face disciplinary action. Next, in Prius versus train, a man was seriously injured after his vehicle was struck by a train yesterday in Kampot. Police said that the car had come from Battambang and its occupants were a couple and their 7-year-old nephew. In the crash, a 41-year-old male was seriously injured and taken to hospital. The other 2 occupants had minor injuries. If they were in a Camry, though, things could have been a lot worse. I don't know what to make of this next extremely strange story. A Singaporean actress visiting the kingdom believed a ghost followed her from a Cambodian cemetery because he wanted to marry her. The actress was told by a friend that the spirit of a dead man had followed her from Cambodia all the way back to Singapore because he was so infatuated with her. The paranormal experience took place when the 36-year-old was shooting a documentary about a floating village on the Tonle Sap Lake in Cambodia, where displaced people from Vietnam lived without being allowed to step onto land until they were dead and buried. The actress said, "After I flew back home, my friend, who has a third eye, came over to my house. He asked, 'Did you step on something you shouldn't have?' I said, 'No, we were filming on a lake.' Next, he asked me if I said something I shouldn't have said. 'No, I just said whatever the director told me to say.' Then the man asked his third question. He asked her whether she had visited a cemetery while she was there, and he hit the bullseye. For someone with 3 eyes, he should have already known that, though. According to her psychic friend, she had accidentally stepped on someone's head while visiting the cemetery, and instead of the ghost being angry with her, he thought the actress was attractive and wanted to marry her. Strangely, this is almost the same way Jeremy and I met. Anyway, to remedy the situation, the actress's friend claimed she could use her energy to apologise to the guest for stepping on him, and said that she would pray for him. And now we have a good news story to end up this week's news. This week, Cambodia celebrated the return of hundreds of looted Khmer antiquities and ancient jewels. These items are amazing in their beauty and significance. The returned artefacts were stolen from various temples and illegally exported to other countries during the 1970s. 77 pieces of looted ancient Khmer jewellery were handed over by the family of the late antique collector, Douglas Latchford. In addition, many important Khmer cultural treasures in the possession of museums and private collectors were returned to Cambodia from the United States and Britain. Amongst the returned Khmer cultural treasures, there are some important Hindu and Buddhist statues, as well as ancient jewellery from the pre-Angkor and Angkorian periods. The returned large stone statues included some from Koh Ker, an ancient capital which had been the target of large-scale theft and looting for many years during Cambodia's genocide. So once again, that brings us to the end of this week's news. You're now up to date with all of the most important events in the kingdom. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, have a great week, and we'll see you very soon.